kind of place where memories and midnight dreams pass by. The window held reflections of streetlights dressed in gold, and every little corner seemed to have a story told. I sat beside the rainy glass with nowhere else to be. Then your smile arrived like music and settled next to me. The city kept on moving, but somehow time stood still, like the night it made a promise only our hearts could feel. Pictures across the avenue, and every line it painted was leading me to you. Moonlit letters in my heart, written softly in the dark. To beautiful memories. The coffee cups grew colder as the hours drifted by. We traded little secrets underneath the sleepy sky. You told me about places you'd always hoped to see, and every dream you carried felt a little close to me. Outside the river shimmered with silver waves of light, while distant laughter echoed through the quiet night. I wish the hands of every clock would simply stay in place, so I could keep forever this moment in your face. The stars above were listening, like an audience so true, and every note the evening played sounded a little like you. Moonlit letters in my heart, written softly in the dark, frozen in time. Moonlit letters in my heart, still shining through the years, like a song that keeps on playing long after it disappears. Moonlit letters in my heart, brighter than the stars above. Every page the moonlight writes tells the story of our love. Moonlit letters in my heart, moonlit letters in my heart. The moon still writes your name across my heart tonight. Midnight settled on the avenue like velvet on the air. Streetlights drew their golden lines while shadows wandered there. The coffee shop was almost closed. A few lights still remained. The scent of roasted memories hung softly in the rain. I sat beside the window pane, watching headlights drift away. Then you stepped through the doorway and changed the shape of my day. A quiet smile, a gentle wave, nothing grand or new. Yet somehow all the music in the room leaned into you. The city kept on dreaming beyond the foggy glass, while something beautiful between us was beginning to surpass. Midnight coffee serenade, playing low and sweet, like a melody that found its way to every heartbeat. Midnight coffee serenade, floating through the blue. Every note the evening played seemed to lead me back to you. The barista stacked the empty cups and dimmed the corner light, but neither one of us was ready to say goodbye tonight. You told me of the ocean eyes you've never seen, of sunsets over distant hills and places in between. Outside the rain kept falling in rhythm soft and slow, like brushes dancing on a snare in a late night jazz tableau. The moon appeared between the clouds above the sleeping town, and silver painted every rooftop as silence settled down. The hours felt weightless, like leaves upon a stream, the kind of night that lingers long after it's a dream. Midnight coffee serenade, playing low and sweet, like a melody that found its way to every heartbeat. Midnight coffee serenade, floating through the blue. Every note the evening played seemed to lead me back to you. Some nights disappear by morning, like footprints in the sand, but some become forever with a touch of someone's hand. Maybe that's the reason this memory feels so true. A simple cup of coffee and a quiet night with you. Midnight coffee serenade still echoes in my soul, like the final note of a love song, making scattered pieces whole. Midnight coffee serenade underneath the moonlit hue, and every time I hear that tune, it brings me back to you. Midnight coffee serenade, midnight coffee serenade. Midnight settled on the avenue, like velvet on the air. Street lights drew their golden lines while shadows wandered there. The coffee shop was almost closed, a few lights still remain. The scent of roasted memories hung softly in the rain. I sat beside the window pane, watching headlights drift away. Then you stepped through the doorway and changed the shape of my day. A quiet smile, a gentle wave, nothing grand or new, yet somehow all the music in the room leaned into you. The city kept on dreaming beyond the foggy glass, while something beautiful between us was beginning to surpass. Midnight coffee serenade, playing low and sweet. Summer rain upon the glass, drawing rivers in the light. The city wears a silver glow on this sleepy midnight. A little cafe down the street still hums a quiet tune. Coffee cups and candle flames beneath a lazy moon. I came here with a book in hand and nowhere else to be. Then you walk through the doorway like a scene from a memory. The room grew warmer somehow, though the rain was falling through. Maybe it was just the way the evening smiled at you. The stars hid behind the clouds, yet the night still felt brand new. Like every drop of rain outside was softly singing too. Summer rain and satin dreams dancing through my mind like a melody so beautiful I never wanna leave behind. Summer rain and satin dreams under skies of blue and gray. You turned an ordinary evening into something that would stay. The hours drifted slowly by like boats upon the sea. Every story that you shared painted colors over me. The jukebox played an old love song from somewhere near the bar, while moonlight slipped through raindrops like reflections from a star. Outside the world kept moving, cars and people passing through, but every little thing around me seemed connected back to you. A thousand tiny moments gathered in the air, and everyone became a treasure simply because you were there. Time moved like a jazz record, spinning smooth and low. The kind of night you wish forever would never have to go. Summer rain and satin dreams dancing through my mind like a melody so beautiful I never wanna leave behind. Summer rain and satin dreams under skies of blue and gray. You turned an ordinary evening into something that would stay. Maybe love arrives quietly without a grand design. A smile across a crowded room, a hand reaching for mine. Maybe that's what happened on this rainy avenue when satin dreams met summer rain and my heart discovered you. fade down the street, still hums a quiet tune. Coffee cups and candle flames beneath the lazy moon. I came here with a book in hand and nowhere else to be. Then you walked through the doorway like a scene from a memory. The room grew warmer somehow, though the rain was falling through. Maybe it was just the way the evening smiled at you. The stars hid behind the clouds, yet the night still felt brand new. Like every drop of rain outside was softly singing too. Summer rain and satin dreams dancing through my mind. The evening slipped into the room through curtains made of gold, bringing whispers from the city and stories yet untold. A candle flickered on the table beside a cup of tea, while distant jazz from down the street drifted quietly to me. I watched the moon above the rooftops, painting silver on the sky. Then I saw your reflection as you gently walked by. You smiled, and for a moment the whole world seemed to sway, like a melody was waiting for the words we couldn't say. The stars were shining softly like diamonds in the blue. Slowly leading to you, dancing with the moonlight, turning circles in my mind, like a sweet and gentle rhythm, too beautiful to leave behind. Dancing with the moonlight, with your hand holding mine, every heartbeat found its melody, every moment felt divine. The boulevard was glowing in shades of amber and pearl. 1,000 tiny lights reflected across the sleeping world. We wandered by the riverside beneath the summer air, talking about forever, like we could almost see it there. The water carried moonbeams across like a sweet and gentle rhythm, too beautiful to leave behind. Dancing with the moonlight, with your hand holding mine. Every heartbeat found its melody. Every moment felt divine. Just a moment that decides to stay, a quiet spark that finds your heart and softly lights the way. Maybe all the roads behind us, every chance and every view, we're leading through the moonlight to a night that started with you. Dancing with the moonlight, like a dream that came alive, turning ordinary hours into memories that survive. Dancing with the moonlight, underneath the starry blue. And if this night could last forever, I'd spend forever here with you. Dancing with the moonlight, dancing with the moonlight, dancing with the moonlight. The moon is still dancing, and so is my heart with you. The city wears a coat of gold beyond the balcony. Streetlights sparkle far below, like stars upon the sea. A summer breeze drifts through the night, softly through my hair, carrying distant melodies from somewhere in the air. I lean against the railing, watching clouds drift slowly by. Then I see your silhouette beneath the moonlit sky. You smile and all the noise below fades into the blue, as if the whole world paused a while just to welcome you. The evening feels enchanted, like a dream becoming true. Every star above the city seems to shine for me and you. Starlight on the balcony, dancing on your face, turning ordinary moments into timeless little days. Starlight on the balcony, floating through the air, like a beautiful jazz melody only our hearts can hear. keeps moving gently, like a rhythm, soft and slow, keeping perfect time with us as the hours come and go. 1,000 lights below us paint reflections in and everyone feels brighter than the stars across the sky. The night keeps unfolding like pages from a song, and every note it gives us makes me wanna stay. Timeless little days. Starlight on the balcony, floating through the air like a beautiful jazz melody only our hearts can hear. Simply this, a rooftop and a view, a quiet night, a gentle smile, and the sky painted blue. No fireworks, no grand parade, no need for anything new, just the moonlight, the music, and a little time with you. Starlight on the balcony, still shining in my soul, like the final slow jazz tune, making scattered pieces whole. Starlight on the balcony, under heaven's velvet hue, every light across the city reminds me of you. Starlight on the balcony, starlight on the balcony. The city falls asleep, the stars remain above, and so does our love. Roses at midnight rest upon the windowsill. Moonlight spills across the room, and everything is still. The city hums beyond the glass in shades of gold and gray, while distant headlights paint the dark before they fade away. I wrap my hands around a cup of coffee gone lukewarm, listening to the quiet rain outside the storm. Then your message lights my phone like a star across the sea. A simple "How are you tonight?" means more than it should to me. The clock keeps moving slowly, but my heart brushes on a snare drum, repeating your name again. The moon peeks through the clouds, then disappears from sight, like a shy and silver dancer moving through the night. I imagine distant places where we could walk someday, beside rivers full of moonlight at the close of day. Until then, I'll keep these moments safe inside my heart, like pressed flowers in a journal, never falling apart. Some dreams arrive so gently, you barely know they're there, until they fill the empty spaces with something rare. Blue roses at midnight, blooming in the dark. Every thought of you becomes a tiny shining spark. Blue roses at midnight, soft as velvet skies, growing in the secret garden, hidden behind my eyes. Maybe love begins as whispers, too quiet to explain, like moonlight on a rooftop or music in the rain. Maybe that's why every evening feels a little bright, whenever thoughts of you appear, like blue roses at midnight. Blue roses at midnight, still blooming in my soul, like the final line of a love song, making broken pieces whole. Blue roses at midnight, under stars above, every petal holds a memory of a slowly growing love. Blue roses at midnight, blue roses at midnight, blue roses at midnight, blooming in my heart tonight. The moon hung low on Cherry Street, like a lantern made of gold, shining through the summer leaves and stories left untold. The cafes were closing one by one, their windows glowing warm, while a distant train beyond the hills sang its midnight song. I wandered through the quiet air, without a plan in mind. Then I saw you by the corner light and left the world behind. You smiled and breeze carried the scent of rain from gardens down the lane, and every little passing cloud softened the moon again. We talked about the lives we'd lived, the roads that brought us here, the victories and heartaches collected through the years. The stars above the rooftops seemed closer than before, like they were leaning down to hear what we were wishing for. A lonely saxophone somewhere was drifting through the dark, playing notes that felt exactly like the rhythm of my heart. The hours slipped away from us like pages in a book, yet every second lingered in every smile look. Moon over Cherry Street, shining on your face, turning ordinary moments into scenes of timeless grace. Moon over Cherry Street, glowing silver bright, you became my favorite memory in the middle of the night. Maybe maybe every winding pathway, every dream I chased alone was simply leading to this place, to find a heart like home. And if tomorrow finds us on different roads somehow, I'll still remember how the moonlight rested on you now. Because some nights are more than moments, they're chapters that remain, like melodies returning again and again. Moon over Cherry Street, still shining in my soul, like the final note of a love song, making broken pieces whole. Moon over Cherry Street, brighter than the stars above, every beam of silver moonlight carries echoes of our love. Moon over Cherry Street, moon over Cherry Street, moon over Cherry Street. The moon still shines on Cherry Street tonight. Moonflowers bloom beside the road, where the evening lingers late. Their petals catch the silver light, like secrets left left to fade. The city hums a distant tune beyond the riverside, while shadows drift through sleepy streets with nowhere left to hide. I came here chasing quiet thoughts and a little peace of mind. Then your reflection crossed the water and left the world behind. A gentle breeze moved through the trees like brushes on a snare, and suddenly the night felt full of magic everywhere. The moon was hanging low above a sky of deep sapphire, and every glance you gave to me lifted my heart a little higher. Moonflowers after midnight, blooming in the blue, like 1,000 little wishes coming true with you. Moonflowers after midnight, shining soft and bright, turning simple moments into pieces of starlight. We wandered down a narrow lane where lanterns softly glowed, talking about forgotten dreams and roads we'd never known. The river carried silver waves beneath the sleeping moon, while somewhere from an open window drifted an old jazz tune. You laughed and all the world around seemed warmer than before, like every locked and lonely room had opened up a door. The stars appeared between the clouds, one by one above, as if the sky itself was learning the language of our love. The hours felt weightless, like feathers in the air, the kind of night that leaves its mark long after it's not there. Moonflowers after midnight, blooming in the blue, like 1,000 little wishes coming true with you. Moonflowers after midnight, shining soft and bright, turning simple moments into pieces of starlight. Maybe every lonely evening, every star I've wished upon was quietly preparing me for the night you'd come along. Maybe love is like a flower that opens when it's right, growing silently and beautifully after midnight. Moonflowers after midnight still blossom in my soul, like the final note of a love song, making scattered pieces whole. Moonflowers after midnight, underneath the heavens above, cafe by the square was closing for the night. Coffee cups and quiet laughter faded with the light. The evening air was cool and sweet. The boulevard was blue. I thought I knew what loneliness was before I ran into you. The barista flipped the open sign. The last guest drifted home, but somehow in that fading hour I didn't feel alone. A gentle breeze through maple trees moved softly through the town, and every worry on my mind was slowly settling down. The moon was rising higher above the rooftops old, turning every window pane into silver and gold. Coffee, moonlight, and you, that's all the night required. Three simple things together that set my heart on fire. Coffee, moonlight, and you, like a perfect jazz tune. Everything felt beautiful beneath the lazy moon. We wandered down the riverside without a destination, talking about forgotten dreams and future celebrations. The water held the city lights like diamonds drifting free, and every story that you shared painted new colors in me. A distant boat moved quietly across the midnight tide, while the stars above seemed closer. With you by my side, the world beyond kept moving, cars quiet avenue when the moonlight met the coffee and my heart discovered you. Coffee, moonlight, and you still dancing in my soul, like the final note of a love song, making broken pieces whole. Coffee, moonlight, and you, a memory shining through. And if I had one wish tonight, I'd spend forever here with you. Coffee, moonlight, and you. Coffee, moonlight, and you. The coffee has grown cold. The moon is still above, and I'm still thinking of you.